You need a time skip. Welcome back. I know where you're at. You feel a little lost, you don't really know what to do, you don't really have a plan, and things are not really playing out as they're supposed to do. That's completely fine. In fact, that's normal life. But it got me thinking, maybe you need a time skip. A time skip, in my opinion, is where you disappear for a while, you work on what you need to work on, and then you come back better than ever. I think that the main characters that we admire, and the main characters that have gone through a big arc where they disappeared for a while and then came back, are the ones that we respect. They had to become the person that we respect. It took that arc, that little skip in time, for them to become who they are. Let me explain what I mean. Let's start with Harvey Specter. Harvey is a big shot attorney in one of the most competitive cities in the world. He's a fantastic attorney, an obvious high value man, and probably a man that we all men aspire to be a little bit like. But Harvey didn't become Harvey overnight. In fact, Harvey needed to live a long life and go through Harvard Law School and do a lot of stuff in the DA's office before he became the Harvey that we all know and love. We only focus on the final product. We only focus on the Harvey that we see in the peak of his prime. You need to remember that if Harvey went to Harvard Law School, he must have been studying for at least 4 years. And that is 4 years that we don't see a single second of in the series. I'm just saying, Harvey didn't become Harvey overnight. He needed a time skip. And that's exactly what we got. Or rather, we got to see the final product. Let's talk about Naruto and all of the anime characters in general. Because in all of the Shonen Jump animes, there's usually a training arc where the main character disappears for a while and then comes back stronger than ever. And these are like my favorite moments. That shit is hype as fuck. When Goku is flying through space towards Namek, and when Naruto disappeared with Jiraiya and then started Shippuden, that shit was fucking hype, dog. They disappeared for a long time to come back stronger than ever, and we only focus on the final product. We don't focus on the actual training arc. You need an arc where you disappear for a while and then come back stronger than ever. I'm not saying disappear like you're supposed to disappear from the planet. I'm just saying maybe you need some time away from the debauchery and the people around you and the parties and the vacation and all of that to become a fantastic main character when you come back. One last thing I want to mention, because I think it's the closest to reality we're gonna get, and that is the cast of How I Met Your Mother. When How I Met Your Mother started, all the characters had already went through college and all of that stuff. In fact, Barney was 32, Robin was 23, Ted was 31, Lily was 31, and Marshall was 25. This is the age of the actors, not the characters. But the characters start at 25, at least Ted, which means that we skipped through a lot of the stuff that made them become the people that they are. We skipped through the characters' arcs, which are probably the most important because it made them who they are, and it made them the characters that we love. Now, why I bring up How I Met Your Mother last is because they all end up like normal people. They just live normal lives, right? Except for Barney, but he's kind of the GOAT, like you can't hate on my boy Barney. But the rest of the cast is just living completely normal lives. Do you want to become Harvey or do you want to become Ted? Do you want to live a fantastic life or do you want to live a normal life? That's a decision that you have to make. Either you do all the dumbass stuff that all the cast of How I Met Your Mother went through, and drinking and all the partying and all that stuff, and then you just end up a normal person. Or you take a little bit of a different route and you have a full training arc where you use that time skip to your advantage and you become a fantastic person. The ball's in your court, man. If you're gonna use a time skip, use it wisely and become fantastic. But hey, maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Please let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.